3 seconds, that's when someone's attention span is the highest.
Okay.
Especially considering that with the way we've said, TikTok is so quick.
Yeah.
It's like you're not going to sit through like a 60-minute video. You know you're not going to do that.
Then you tell me if it's a red flag or not, yeah?
Okay.
So, i.e., posting a relationship on social media, like public, everyone knows that's your bae. But you guys are just teenagers. You guys are youth. You don't know if you're going to marry this person or not.
Yeah.
But you post them. Is that a red flag or not?
You guys, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if someone isn't God, if they're not meant to take something away from you, no matter how much they try, they can't take it away from you.
That's like where you can balance each other
Also,
financially.
you know what the problem is? Mukunda mabadi. And you know what a baddie likes.
Okay,
and you take yourself there. Are you serious?
Shoot for the mood, guys. Shoot for the mood.
You know you've got 5 kwacha in your bank account and you want to go date somebody. That one
guys.
with buzz down Brazilian.
Persistence. Do you know most guys are very persistent?
That's why you find yourselves in story time.
That's why you find ourselves heartbroken.
Time to like send her something at least.
Yeah.
And then she texts my friend. She's like not her boyfriend, but her boyfriend's friend, who is also my friend. So altogether, she texts my friend. She's like, "Is this everything he's got in me? Like, is this it?"
Yo.
And I'm like, "What?" And she was so mad, bro. Like, she was pissed off.
Like, that's all he's done for me.
Yeah,
his
but
capable capacity.
Bro, and she doesn't know, like, in the back, like, this guy doesn't have pots, my friend. Like, he's not eating for...
He's not eating. Hello everyone, welcome to the ZYP podcast or the ZYP Talk with me, your host Innocent Sikwevele, also known as the Podsad. Yeah, and I'm joined by a very interesting guest, the brand ambassador of the Ep1 sandwich. She's a law student and she's a content creator, influencer, and all-round good person. Hi Jyoti, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So we've got a very interesting segment for you guys. Since we've got a very big social media influencer with us today, we're going to be talking about social media in general. You get the Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, spending your time on your phone, which obviously the majority of we the youth usually do. It's our day-to-day routine. We can't go a day without our phones, without checking our WhatsApp, our Facebook. And I know people at home are like,
It's
no.
been like, it's like, I think we're in the season of Lent. So I know a lot of people are fasting from their phones. I wonder how that's going.
People fasting from their phones, like taking time.
Yeah, like it's Lent. So it's this thing where they fast from something they like, from what I believe. I'm not fully educated on it, but I know yesterday I was hanging out with my friend and she's like, "Oh, I don't have my phone on me because like I'm fasting from my phone." So that's a thing.
That's something new. Okay, so my first question is social media good or bad, basically, yeah?
Can I put my feet on the couch?
No problem. You'll be as comfortable as you can be.
Yeah, I've been fighting for my life. Yeah. Okay, I feel like it's a balance. Like, I think social media can make or break a lot of things. You know what I mean? So, for the most part, I think it's very bad. I feel like, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, sometimes I wish we lived in a world without social media, because a lot of things have been taken away from us. Like even just basic things, like when you're known on social media, you can't like introduce yourself anymore. You know what I mean? You don't have like, is it anonymity? I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole episode, just forgive
anonymous.
me. Yeah, I don't know English, so. But there's things like like losing anonymity. There's like losing opinions. A lot of people have lost like their sense of like opinion, their sense of like direction. I think there's a lot that's like gone wrong because of social media. But at the same time, also social media is really good because there's things like like marketing that's really like positive for businesses and things. And also it's very educative at the same time. Like we wouldn't know that Impa is actually really good on toast if it wasn't for social media. So
yeah. So what I'm getting from is that it's a 50-50 balance.
Yeah, I believe so.
But now, don't you think majority of us are spending our times on our phones? Because just looking at the climate that we have of every youth in Zambia, I'm sure it's a daily routine. You wake up, obviously the first thing that you're going to watch is this podcast, hopefully. But it's usually a day-to-day routine that we have where we check our phones constantly. And I don't think I could go a day without my phone. I would feel like I've lost the love of my life.
Wow, that's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, because it's just something that's become embedded
Yeah.
in our day-to-day life. It's like it's part of us.
Yeah.
You get the way that I'm able to speak Chinyanza without me really thinking hard
Yeah.
about it. It's like something generic to us. But now let's talk about utilizing social media for good. Yeah, so I understand that you do social media managing. There's a
Yeah.
lot that you have going on. So now tell me, if there's someone out there who says, okay, I want to be an influencer, I want to be like Jyoti when I grow up. You get, because I'm sure you're inspiring a lot of young people.
Well,
Because you've
I
inspired me personally. I'm a big
oh.
fan, guys. Let me just get that out of the way. I'm a big fan of your TikTok. I spend most of my time watching TikToks. I won't
Which is
lie.
bad for your health.
I know it is.
You're
I know.
frying your brain.
I know because I've got a limited attention span because
Oh God.
of social media. I can't focus on anything 30
Yeah.
minutes plus.
It had taken me a while to get on TikTok. Like I remember I was building my Instagram for years before my TikTok. I've only been posting TikToks like consistently for a year now because I never had TikTok on my phone because I felt like it would fry my brain.
For real.
Yeah, because it's so fast paced. Like I've been posting consistently for like a year now or less actually. I started posting consistently in like August last year,
Yeah.
and this is what March.
Mm-hmm.
So my following has grown from 3,000 to whatever it is now in that time space because I haven't been on TikTok because it just fries your brain. Like it's such quick media.
I feel like you're bragging.
I'm not bragging. I'm just
'Cause
telling you like
your
TikTok
social
is.
media has grown very fast.
I think so. I don't know. I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I think it has. But I'm not even to like talk about numbers. But I'm just saying like I personally took some time off. So it's crazy to understand that like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to get on TikTok. I just had to because I was like, okay, it's a really quick platform if you want to grow your stuff. So even heading back to your sorry, let me just put this on D&D.
All right.
Sorry. Yeah, because I feel like it's really quick media. So even like getting back to your question where you're like, if someone wants to be an influencer or like a content creator and they really want to do well, I would advise you to like hop on TikTok
Okay.
because I think TikTok promotes a lot of consumerism. So it's really quick. Like it catches on really quick, you know? Yeah.
So it's like you're basically a professional at posting on social media. When we look at your posts, they've got the wow factor, I should say. So what are some of like the tips that you'd give when someone is posting on social media? Some of the things that they could use, something that's worked. Because of course, a lot of people, especially me myself, have struggled with. I think I've been doing content for a good 3 years, and I'm not even known, guys. I won't even lie. Like,
I
like no,
You know what, guys? I'll hold everyone's hand when I say this. Sometimes when you've got it, you've just got it.
for real.
Sometimes when you've got it, you've just got it. I don't know.
Some
You
I
know what
don't
I've
have it.
No, maybe you're just doing something wrong. I don't know. With social media, I think there's two types of people. There's the people that are strategic with it and they know what they're doing. And then there's the people that like don't even know what they're doing, but they've just got it. Like, have you ever been scrolling and you look at someone and you're captivated? You're like, this is so interesting. I don't even know what's going on, but like, I love to listen to this person. I want to know what they're saying.
Yeah.
So even for me as a consumer, like I'll sit down and there's people who I don't even know why I follow those people and why I'm so invested, but it's just their character and the way they put themselves out. You know what I mean? And then you notice even the way their engagement is, it's pretty high because I think everyone like thinks the same.
Okay.
And then there's people that are like strategic, which is like the people that like bait you. They give you like hooks on social media.
Yeah.
You know, so you could either be that or you could be strategic. If you're being strategic, there's obviously a few things that come into play. Like another thing I was talking about the other day because I was hosting a very quick a training session for social media ambassadors, and I was telling them like, for example, when you post a video, in the first 3 seconds, that's when someone's attention span is the highest.
Okay.
Especially considering that with the way we've said, TikTok is so quick.
Yeah.
It's like you're not going to sit through like a 60-minute video. You know you're not going to do that. And TikTok has made it so much worse now by adding that feature where you 2x, like you speed up the video. You play it in like 2 times speed. Even WhatsApp has that for voice notes now. That's how I get through my mother's voice notes. But you know.
Okay, why?
Women yap, bro. Women can yap.
For
Oh, but anyways, what am I saying? Yeah, so it's even worse now because TikTok even has a feature for us where you can, you know, put things in like 2x speed. So you're not gonna sit through like a 60-minute. So in that first 3 seconds is when someone's attention span is the highest.
Yeah.
And so in that first 3 seconds, you really want to captivate the person and you want to capture their attention. So what are you gonna do? That's why there's things like, like clickbait. But then I don't know. I like to think of it as watch bait now for like fast-paced things like TikTok. Like for YouTube, you would say do clickbait
Okay.
because you want to capture someone's attention, right?
Yeah.
For TikTok, you need to do something I like to call like watch bait or something. Like in the first 3 seconds,
Just
get your point across. Like where are we heading here? Even if it's not the main point, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, like let's say the spend the days with me, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to start a video and be like, hi guys, come spend the day with me. Chances are some people, the algorithm favors them and some people have an audience for it, so it does well. But these days when you see a video, someone's like, hi guys, come spend the day with me, do you stay or do you scroll? I scroll quick. Like I will scroll.
Why
I am
should
not
I spend the day with you? Do I know you?
right.
I
And
need
then
my
it's
relative.
like, there you go. And then it's like, also, you want to be so slow and you say, come spend the day with me. It's like in that, you've wasted your 3 seconds. After that, me, I'm done. I'm out of there. I've scrolled. So you want to tell us what's so interesting about spending the day with you. Do you want to, maybe you want to get a clip that was so interesting in the middle of the video and you want to put it in the front?
Okay.
Do you want to do like a little, is it a montage? Again,
Yeah.
me, I don't know English, guys.
A
But
fast-paced thing with focus.
yeah, do you want to do a little thing at the beginning that shows us something that was so interesting that we should stick around and watch the whole video for?
Yeah.
I don't know. When I do my story times, especially if you've seen like the story times about like guys and stuff, I don't start like, hi guys, today I'm going to tell you a story about this one time. I'll be like, one time I went on a date. Already there you're hooked because you're like, she went on a date. What? What's happening with who? What's going on? So you hook someone in the first 3 seconds. So if you're going to post a trailer, if you've seen those trailers that people post that blow up, it's like they get the most
engaging clips.
exactly.
Yeah,
You
to
remember
hook
how
you.
those things with like Mtalemanza and things were blowing up?
Yeah.
Because they would get the most like the most unhinged thing she said on the whole episode and they put it at the beginning and now you're like, what is this woman saying? And it blows up. So stuff like that. And then obviously you want to be straight to the point. Like I've said, it's very quick these days. So you want to like not really rush through your things, but you kind of want to rush. Like with social media, I think we really understand that you don't have all the time in the world these days. I think if it's platforms like YouTube, it's very different where you have this space because people want long videos there.
True.
But if you're going to do TikTok, Instagram, those things, be quick with it. Like you want to get your point across in the first like 10 seconds. We want to know what's going on. And then for the remaining, like to me, a good video is like 2 minutes long max. That's even like if you're stretching it, like you have so much to do, right?
True.
And even I hate when I do a video that's more than like 1 minute 30 seconds. I think 1 minute to 1 minute 30 seconds is like the sweet spot for any video on like TikTok, Instagram, like if you're making it long. If you can get your points across in 5 seconds, and that's the whole video. Perfect. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's shift to the unrealistic expectations that social media said. Guys, Pamuela peer pressure. I won't even lie. Social media. Guys. Mugulira my flowers at my 3P.
Just said, I don't have money. I don't have money. I'm broke.
Okay. It's not me being broke, but guys, my flower has 3 pins. Guys, okay.
If you
Okay,
can't
personal,
afford it,
I can't
don't
afford.
complain for
I
the parts
can't
you can
afford. I can't afford. Personal.
I said to me, I can't afford.
You guys are taking each other on dates. You're buying. I don't know what that food is. Italian cuisines. No, I'm just eating impa sandwiches at home, guys.
So you you become rich today. You're telling me you're not gonna partake.
3P on flowers that I can get from the garden outside.
In Zambia, you see why we're not making progress as a nation.
Okay, maybe if one day I do find the woman for me who I will love wholeheartedly.
We ran away, my sister.
Yeah, if I do find you one day, my soulmate. This is me saying I'm single, so if you guys are interested, I know I'm ugly, but I'm fine, guys. I'll buy you flowers for.
These are the men to stay away from. These are the cheap men we talk about.
Yeah, so a lot of unrealistic expectations, Chizungu, right? But yeah, there's a lot going on social media. We see people my age, guys, you're driving. I don't know what you're driving, but guys, that car, a car that costs.
When you've got it, you've got it.
Yeah, I do. But now people feel they have to reach those certain standards, those certain goals. You get there are a lot of people who are doing businesses. No, I make
Yeah.
10p in a day. I do forex trading. Now a lot of people are hopping on different trends
Yeah.
just to make it in life. So like it's pushed people to say, okay, I should get rich fast. Of course, it is a good mentality saying no, you must secure yourself while you're young. But again, there's a form of unrealism to it because
Yeah.
we all have got different points in life which we're going to make it at. But yeah, so that's for you
I think,
to share.
one funny story actually is I think the most recent situation where I was just like, wow, social media is a problem is Valentine's actually. So I have this one friend and he was dating this girl. They even broke up after Valentine's.
Wow.
Yeah, so
He
he was
spent three
dating.
pin the breakup with you. Could never be me though.
Say you don't have a girlfriend because you're cheap.
Hey,
You
shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
what was I saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
so Valentine's came around and this guy, he's in boarding, right? He's in boarding school, so he had just come back to school. Like, Valentine's was around the time where schools had just opened, like uni days.
Okay.
So this guy's just come back to school. Like, he's trying to buy pots. He doesn't have pots for his hostel. His mom had sent him money for pots, and then I think he hustled a bit, and then he didn't buy pots. So I think he wasn't even like cooking for a while.
Yeah.
He didn't buy pots. He didn't have money. Like, he had to like really scrap together what he could find.
Yeah.
And then he takes the time to buy this girl like a really nice bouquet. Like, it wasn't even small. It was like, like it
Yeah.
was a decent, nice rose bouquet. Like, he sends her like a bouquet, and I think it was like cupcakes. So you put in some, I was just watching, just watching,
Yeah.
But yeah, so he takes the effort and time to like send her something at least.
Yeah.
And then she texts my friend, she's like not her boyfriend, but her boyfriend's friend, who is also my friend. So altogether she texts my friend, she's like, is this everything he's gotten me? Like, is this it?
Yo.
And I'm like, what? And she was so mad, bro. Like, she was pissed off.
Like that's all he's done for me.
Yeah,
his
but
capable capacity.
bro, and she doesn't know, like, in the back, like, this guy doesn't have pots, my friend. Like, he's not eating for
He's not
like,
eating.
he has to come and keep borrowing pots from my other friend. And she's like, this is it? And to me it was crazy because it's like for those of us that didn't get anything, like, we knew, like, bro, even like a hand, like, just some, like, a letter would mean a lot, right? Like, it's about the thought. Like, he put in so much thought. But then because you get on social media and you see a Nigerian getting a rose teddy bear or
Things like that.
and things like that, you see people getting like these huge am I allowed to cuss on here?
50-50 thing. Okay. We'll put a PG on you if you do. Yeah.
Yeah, because you get on social media and you see people getting these huge things with like there's 1,000 and you wanna, you know what I mean? So yeah, things like that. There's so many unrealistic expectations on social media, man. Like,
Yeah, but if you're young, guys, don't get into a relationship. You've seen my brother didn't buy pots, bought his girl a gift.
Or
Pants.
in short, if you're cheap, just
No, women are evil, guys. Let's just stay away. Focus.
no. Women are fine. No, but in that specific occurrence, I think, yeah, she was a bit.
Yeah, because I have witnessed that myself personally. There was this crush that I had, but then her boyfriend at the time bought her flowers for. I
Why are you
think.
hitting on someone as a boyfriend?
No, I wasn't. She's my crush. Did I say I was hitting on her?
But if
Yeah,
someone
she's
is your crush, don't you hit on them?
Mommy, I don't have a crush. Wait, if you're watching.
Kazi mkomela munyumba.
Yeah. So like what happened was that Valentine's Day the same, no, her birthday, the guy bought her flowers for like 2,000. Then she was like, flowers for 2,000, what do you mean?
Do you mean like in a negative way?
Yeah, like it's you should have spent more on me. Yeah, guys, if you're broke, you're broke.
Okay, Mrs. President.
If you're broke, you're broke. That's why you have to date. That's why you can
No,
balance
but
each other
also, you know
financially.
what the problem is? Mukunda mabadi. And you know
Guys,
what a baddie
baddie-
likes.
okay, but-
And you take yourself there. Are you serious?
Shoot for the mood, guys. Shoot for the
No.
mood.
You know you've got 5 kwacha in your bank account and you want to go date somebody. That one
Guys,
with buzz down Brazilian.
Persistence. Do you know most guys are very persistent?
That's why you find yourselves in story times.
That's why you find ourselves heartbroken. Otherwise, guys, just stay single and watch the podcast. Otherwise, it's a cold world. Yeah. So we're going to play a game. Yeah, a simple game.
Okay.
Yeah, red flag or not. So I don't know if you want it back and forth where you ask me something, then I'll choose if it's a red.
Hey, bro.
If it's
Okay, let's move with it. Like,
yeah, red flag
Well-
or not. So I'm going to give you a scenario, yeah?
yeah.
Then you tell me if it's a red flag or not, yeah?
Okay.
So, i.e., posting your relationship on social media, like public, everyone knows that's your bae. But you guys are just teenagers. You guys are youths. You don't know if you're going to marry this person or not.
Yeah.
But you post them. Is that a red flag or not?
And the members of the audience watching this that know me from like some time back
Yeah.
can probably guess what's going. What do you mean? Is it like a red, like in the sense that like it's what?
And not probability that you might marry this person is low. Imagine you get married. Those
Okay,
posters.
people are happy. What's wrong with it? It's not a red flag. People are happy. It's the same way when we gift you flowers, you want to post like you've been. It's the same thing. Like you're happy. So I said, okay, me, I like to post. I can't lie. I try to not post, but just
You do
it's
post.
my system.
Okay, so it's not a red flag. So yeah, you can ask me a question, and I'll be as honest as I can be.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's see.
it could be anything. Feel free. I've been bullied a lot growing up, so there's nothing that you could say
Wow.
that could shake me. You know,
Okay.
my older brother used to tell me that I've got ears like chipambacha, so pakula konsima. You know how big
I
that
need
is.
to actually look at them after
No,
this.
it's fine. I'm not going to take off the headphones for people to see my big ears. It's fine.
Just do like this. We need to just.
I've got big ears, but they're not that big. They're fine.
I feel like mine are bigger here.
No, my guys, I'm funny looking. Anyway,
Anyways.
yeah, you get.
Okay, let's see. A girl that's like, I don't know, like a girl that's like always in the club, maybe. I don't know.
Red flag for me.
Yeah.
For me personally, yeah, red flag, guys. Cause why are you partying too much, bro?
She's a happy soul, free spirit.
Okay.
Eh,
Me personally, I groove. It has never been my thing, guys. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm a nerd. I spend most of my time.
Oh.
I'm a nerd, so
Okay.
I don't groove. So why are you out there grooving? They get you drunk. They buy you alcohol.
She's a free spirit. Women
Free
like to be
spirit, my
happy.
girl, free spirit. You must be suppressed. You must do
Excuse
everything I
me?
tell you. I'm a toxic. Oh no, I'm not toxic.
You
But
see, this is why I'm telling you guys, run away. By now, oh my God, if any lady had an interest in you, by
I'm
now
sure
it's
it's
like
died.
gone.
I'm
It's
decampaigning
gone.
myself.
If any of your friends is ever talking to this man, please send them to this episode straight and then tell them you think you're live
They are.
after that.
Girls do like toxicity. I don't know. It's a weird concept in
Like, I think it gets our engines going, eh?
toxicity.
Like, I don't know, I
exactly.
can't be with someone that's like very boring and just like straight to the point. I don't know.
Okay. Now let me ask you the next question. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So red flag or not? Yeah. So you're just going to basically decide. Okay. Posting achievements on social media. Well, what's your take on posting achievements? Because people say no, live a private life. No one needs to know your
Yeah.
business. Then there are those, me personally, guys. If I win an award or something, you see me
Enemy, if I win
everywhere.
a
Is
Benz, I'm so
awesome,
sorry.
man. Guys, no matter someone. I mean, I know myself for that fact. Every small thing
Yeah.
that I do,
Yeah.
Pamela, the people must know. My haters should know that I'm striving.
For me, it's not even about haters. Like, it's just a way of like showing my happiness. Like, and it goes back to the way I said, even like people that post their relationships, like they're just happy guys. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if someone isn't God, no, if they're not meant to take something away from you, no matter how much they try, they can't take it away from you. So for me, it's like when I'm happy about something, I'm gonna like be happy about it, and if it means posting about it, then I'll post about it.
Okay.
And I think to me sometimes it even stems from a place where it's like, cause like I'm really young, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 20, and I already like do a good number of things. So to me, it also goes to an extent where I'm just trying to show others, like, hey guys, there's no age to do certain things. You know what I mean? You could
Yeah.
still like, yeah, you could be like 16 and like in your Birkin, like,
You're just making.
Yeah, so to me, it's not. I think when they say live a private life, I think it's that thing where there's people that are always like, yeah, how do I, it's like the most basic example is like the people that will always talk but no action. Like those ones, I'm a bit like don't post unachieved achievements.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because one, you're probably jinxing it. Two, it's like you'll just be all talk and no action after that.
For real.
Like that's where I can say like move in silence. If you're working on something, yeah,
Huh.
you know. Yeah.
Okay. Next one. There are a lot of people who just share their opinion carelessly on social media. Yeah, a lot of people say anything on social media. So,
Even
okay, just giving your opinion over a certain issue on social media. You're always sharing
no.
your opinion. Like, okay, not that important because everyone's going to die. So your opinion doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
But also, do you feel like people on social media these days have an opinion, like an honest, genuine
No, I feel
opinion?
people just follow what the majority is saying. So
Yeah.
let's say, i.e., people are attacking me on social media. They're saying, "No, I'm too handsome," and it's just a joke. It's just a very bad joke. Yeah, and then there's some, and then yeah, just unnecessarily attacking people. We see that with politicians.
Bruh.
Something happens, you don't even know the subject matter, but
Yeah.
ufaka poche, no, Shan,
Dude,
these
I
people should do
literally
it.
had, I
It's like
had,
everyone has got a PhD in everything these days.
yes, everyone is like keyboard warriors, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
I literally had, so I don't know if you saw, but there was like a thing recently where there was like a hate trade running to do with me, right? So
yeah.
like people were just trying to hate on me, which is like, it's fine. This happens.
Guys are bad
Everyone,
manners.
like, everyone goes through it.
Answer all those for you.
But so in the middle of the hate train, there's this one person I had seen in the comments that was like on the hate train, like, yeah, you know, she likes attention, she's this is that.
Yeah.
Guys, if you've got it, you've got it, eh? But anyways, so there was one guy, he's like, yeah, she likes attention. Da, da, da. Time goes by, and me, the way I had handled the situation, I just continued posting my other things after that. Like, it really
Yeah.
wasn't my business. And then I start to notice he starts to interact with my other comments, my other content, sorry. And he's posting like positive things. And then he sends me a DM like a week later. He says, you know what? After following you now, I've realized you're actually so cool. I'm so sorry for throwing hate on you. I did not respond because, see, that's the chain effect we're talking about. Like, just
Yeah.
because you found people hating on someone, now all of a sudden, even you have a problem with them and you want to hate. Like,
Yeah.
can we learn to build opinions of our own?
For real.
You know what I mean? So, anyways, back to your question. Please rephrase it because I just lost trail and I was
Yeah,
like, people
just
don't have
so basically
opinions.
just posting your opinion, just sharing your thoughts anyhow,
Yeah.
recklessly. You see anything, you're just there in the comment section. Is that really a good thing or a bad thing? Because again, there's freedom of speech these days. But Vamanga guys, okay, me I'll sue you. Insult me, I'll sue you. Yeah, so it's that
I
type of
think,
thing.
oof, I don't know. Me, you know what?
Mm.
Someone might fight me for this one, but somewhere inside of me, I feel like freedom of expression is a problem.
True.
I feel like, you know, even like democracy to an extent is a problem. Like when you give someone the freedom to do anything they want, they will really utilize the freedom. Like, you know, but again, like, I think we are meant to have free will as human beings. We were created with free will.
Yeah.
So we must have free will, and it's a general part of life, but at the same time, like, it's a problem. Like, you know, the way we act on the internet, like we act like things have no, like, they have no consequence, but they sometimes they actually do, guys. Like, we'll just post and say anything anyhow. You don't even know, like,
On the person that you're
yeah,
attacking
you don't know
on a
what's,
personal level, yeah.
yeah, you don't know how it's going to, if not even, if it's not affecting maybe the person that you're directing it at, sometimes it's going to affect someone else. You know what I mean? So the way we act like we're dealing with animals and not human beings, like, that have this capacity to really read what you're saying. And so I don't know. Hey, I think yeah, it's a tricky one. Like,
It's a 50-50 thing.
yeah, like, freedom of expression is good, but yeah, we need to have, especially in Zambia. In Zambia, we don't know how to talk. We just say anything. You just wake up today and say anything that comes to your brain.
Zambians are very hateful human
Yo,
beings.
which I
Guys.
don't even have a Facebook because I just know that side.
Facebook is what? Facebook is dangerous.
Facebook is crazy, man. Like,
Yeah, and I think it's the most utilized social media platform in Zambia. So
I think for a limited amount of years to come now,
yeah,
maybe I'm
yeah.
seeing as like,
It's going to die eventually. Yeah,
I think it's a generational thing. I think someone was telling me the other day Instagram is becoming like Facebook now
true.
because we're getting old and we're on Instagram. So maybe our kids will be like on TikTok or something else. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, but I've even lost trail of my thought. I don't know what I was saying.
Okay. So we've been running for 27 minutes, and I don't want this to be too long. Yeah, people's attention span is limited,
All
as
right.
as you've said. So, what's your general take as Jyoti? your positive energy, because of course social media is something that could be utilized for good. You could make content, very educative and informative content like this one, like the ZYP podcast powered by Odyssey Studios, guys. This is very good. Watch it every day. You wake up, you see my nice face.
Breakfast, lunch, supper.
Every day, just watching me. Yeah. So, yeah. So, what is your take on social media? Someone who wants to hop on social media, of course, a lot of teenagers, young ones. It's a jungle, you get.
Yeah.
So, what would be the best thing for someone who wants to hop on content? Yeah. What would you tell them?
Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm always fighting my sisters against it. Like, they want to do content creation. I'm like, no, guys, no. I think it's the way you've said it's such a jungle. Like,
Yeah.
anything could go anywhere. Like, social media is so unpredictable. So I think that's one thing. You need to be ready for the unpredictable. Like,
True.
anything can happen. Anything can go wrong.
Anyone can say anything.
Anyone can say anything. Like, you could be the most careful person in the universe. You could do no wrong to anyone. But it's like sometimes things will just go south. You know what I mean?
True.
You could put all your effort into something and it's like, man, it just doesn't work.
Just
And it
doesn't click.
it
And it's
doesn't.
frustrating.
It's so frustrating.
Creating content, then only 3 people watch.
Yeah. it
Even
is
your close friends don't
frustrating.
watch.
And that's another thing also, if you're going to get on social media and you expect your friends to be the source of
Yeah, your content.
your friends will be like the people that, not even saying like, I don't think I have horrible friends. They try what they can for the most part, you know what I mean? They do their best. I appreciate them, but it's like they're not always going to be on their screens like,
not always going to watch.
like, oh, I'm watching all the time. They get busy, they have lives. So if you're expecting your friends to, I'm sorry.
There's my friend, for those of you who can see, is here my roommate. I saw him one day, like he bypassed the real.
That you posted. Oh, yo, shame on you. Shame
Why
on
are you a
you.
bad roommate? Yeah, but
I've seen it. One time I was literally dating someone and something of mine came up and they just like, I was like, oh,
hey,
okay.
I can be judged. My girlfriend, my source of joy. You're skipping my video. You don't want to see your man doing his thing. Guys, no.
It is what it is, man.
Let's promote each other's content, because
Yeah.
that's one thing that I've realized is, let's just we Zambians don't like. Okay, somehow we don't support each other.
They support negativity.
We support hate.
If
Zambians
there's
are
hate
very
and
good.
beef,
Zambians
yo.
are very good at fueling
Yes.
toxic behavior, and that's why we need the cultural shift. We need to use social media for good and not for the evil that we do. You just wake up with hate in your heart. You're just
I don't know,
bitter.
guys. I don't know if it's unemployment. I don't know what it is. Like,
People are bitter on social media.
the economy is bad. I kind of understand them, but it's like, yo, I don't know.
Some of the things that you say are very hateful. Yeah.
Yeah.
People say a lot of hateful things, guys.
Yeah.
Just be careful with social media.
Yeah, in conclusion, like, I think just be ready for anything. Be consistent. Like, have a personal opinion. I think I think where we like lose it mainly is like if you don't have a concrete personality of your own and an opinion of your own. And I think when you have a personality of your own and you have an opinion of your own, no matter what happens and who says or does what, who watches your content, who doesn't watch it, who throws a hate comment in there, whatever it is, you're going to keep pushing on that opinion and personality of yours. You will keep going.
True.
But if you don't have those and they're not very concrete, like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
The moment someone says something, you've also gone like.
True.
So just have a strong pivot of your own, like stand still somewhere. Just expect anything, be consistent. And consistency goes with having a personality and an opinion of your own. What do you believe in, what you stand on? You know, so consistency goes with that. When you have that, consistency should be like, not the easiest thing in the world, but like, you know, and I hate that everyone, when you ask them, like, what should you do to be a content creator or whatever, they'll just be like, yeah, be consistent, be yourself. But it's so true. I hate it that we all have the same thing, but it's actually the truth. Just be yourself and be consistent. But also be smart. Don't just post anyhow. Do research. Don't post anything anyhow. Do research. Try and learn from others. I've gotten to a point in life where I don't watch content just to consume, but I watch content to learn.
Facts.
I do it with films and I do it with people's content, people's YouTube videos. I know so if you're a consumer and you don't intend on being a content creator, this is not for you. Continue to consume. Your job is to consume.
Just
But
to
if
like these videos.
yes, just consume, enjoy it, live in it.
Yeah.
But if you're a creator, I need you to have another perspective where you don't just watch to watch and consume, but you watch to learn.
Yeah.
All the people that you like, you watch and you dissect, you take notes,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Do it with films, do it with podcasts, do it with just all the things that you have interest in creating. Learn from those things and sort of copy in a way, but
Yeah.
with your own twist.
True.
Yeah.
True. That's very, very, very wise. Yeah. So you've heard it here on the Z Youth podcast. The Z Youth Talk is of like the big thing. Yeah, this is sponsored by Odyssey, supported by Odyssey Studios. I'm sure you've seen the cassette up. It looks nice, guys.
So you can clean it.
It looks nice.
Wow, wow, wow.
It looks fantastic, guys.
This is the cultural shift we're talking about as
Yeah.
a nation.
Yeah. Because it's rare that you'd see a youth, someone especially my age, doing one. I'm not bragging, since I'm a guys, but Nikamba Kochi,
No, but
Mkastasha.
word, facts.
Mkastasha. This is true. This looks nice. So yeah, you've heard it here first time. Use social media for good. Don't bully people on social media. Don't hate. Just be positive. Be radiant. Do whatever. Vibrant. Kapani radiant, vibrant. I don't know if that's the right English.
Actually, so
Yeah, but just do whatever you can. Just be a good person in general. And this has been the Z Youth podcast with me, Innocent Squivele, your host, known as the pod son, Siske plus calls himself the pod father.
so you're the pod son.
I'm the pod son.
Oh, that's so cute. Look at us.
We're very debut.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next segment.
Bye.